There are words that live inside us forever. Words that never cross our lips, but stay stitched into our hearts like fragile threads, holding together what was once broken. Ours was a love made of silence. Not the cold kind, the one filled with neglect or distance. No, ours was the kind of silence that held 1,000 meanings. The kind where a glance spoke more than a paragraph. The kind where a sigh carried confessions too heavy for words. But silence, no matter how intimate, is still a fragile thing. And it was in the silence between us that our love both lived and withered. I still remember the first time we met. You didn't speak to me right away. You didn't need to. Your presence filled the room before your words ever could. You leaned against the doorway, your eyes scanning the world like you were searching for something that had been missing for years. And when your gaze finally found me, it felt like silence itself had cracked open. There was no music, no noise, no interruptions, just your eyes meeting mine, and the quiet realization that my life had just shifted in an irreversible way. We never needed many words, did we? Even in the beginning, we built something unspoken. Our laughter wasn't loud, it was soft, hidden between late-night whispers. Our love notes weren't written on paper, they were carved into the quiet moments when your hand would find mine beneath the table, when your head would rest on my shoulder without asking, when your heartbeat matched the rhythm of mine. But silence can be dangerous. It can hide things. It can swallow confessions whole. And I wonder now, did we let too much remain unspoken? Did we bury our truths under so many layers of quiet that we forgot how to breathe them into the air? I should have told you how deeply I loved you. How you were not just a chapter in my life, you were the entire story I never thought I deserved to write. But instead, I let silence speak for me. And you? Maybe you did the same. Maybe your love was hiding in the spaces between your words, waiting for me to listen harder. Do you remember that night on the balcony? The one where the city lights burned like stars, and the wind carried the smell of rain. We didn't say anything to each other for hours. We just sat there, shoulders touching, staring at the infinite stretch of the world. I should have broken the silence then. I should have told you that I wanted forever with you. But instead, I let the moment pass. I convinced myself that you already knew. Maybe you did. Maybe that's why you left without asking me to stop you. The silence feels different now. It's heavier. It doesn't hum with intimacy anymore, it aches with absence. At night, I replay our moments in my head. Not the big ones, not the dramatic ones, but the little fragments. The way you would tuck your hair behind your ear when you were nervous. The way your fingers lingered on the spine of a book, as if you were reading every secret hidden inside it. The way you looked at me when you thought I wasn't paying attention, like I was both the question and the answer to something you'd been searching for. I hear those silences louder than any sound. It's strange, isn't it? How the absence of words can echo louder than the words themselves. I thought silence was our love language. I thought it was what made us different, what made us eternal. But now, silence is all I have left of you. And it hurts more than anything ever could. Sometimes, I wonder what would have happened if we had spoken more. If I had told you every thought that haunted me. If you had told me every fear you carried in your chest. Would we have survived the weight of honesty? Or would it have broken us sooner? Maybe that's the truth we'll never know. What I do know is this: I still listen for you in the silence. In the stillness of midnight. In the spaces between my breaths. In the pause before a song begins. And sometimes, just sometimes, I swear I hear you there. Not in words. But in the quiet reminder that some loves never really leave. They just stay unspoken, lingering in the silence between us. If you could hear me now, if silence could carry messages across worlds, I'd only tell you one thing. I loved you. I loved you more than silence ever let me say. And I always will. So if you ever find yourself listening, listen closely. Because in the stillness, in the breathless hush of the night, you'll hear me, whispering the words I should have told you all along. I loved you. I love you still. And in the silence between us, I always will.